Yo, this is Drum86 bringing you another video. Today we're going to be talking about WWE 2K24. I am going to plan to have that gameplay on my channel. And actually, some other YouTubers, I've been watching other videos, they made a good point. It's going to be hard to do the 40 years of WrestleMania, which is something that I wanted to do. Now, what I might end up doing is editing it depends on how it all turns out. I might just edit out the real life footage that they show, like how I was using an edit um, software that comes with the PlayStation 5 when I was doing the AEW Fight Forever pay-per-views and shows. So I might just edit those out. It all depends. I might have to do other gameplay on there, which I'm fine with. But yeah, wrote the 40 years of WrestleMania might be hard to put on the channel. But anyways, yet again, this is just going to be a video where let's see. Let me go. I'm not going to play any matches, but I'm going to go to rival reactions. What this video is going to be about is concerns for universe mode and really my rise. I'm not gonna go into anything like here with my rise. I did like my rise this year. Well, for 2K23, not this year, but for last year, I did like my rise. I was a fan of it. Now, the only thing that really starts to irritate me with my rise, a couple things. I don't like when you have to wrestle like in the UK or in Mexico. I want it to all be WWE, and hopefully the storylines this year, you're just fighting in WWE related arenas, and that's it. Like SmackDown, Raw, NXT, whatever. But I hope that it's just that. Um, my rise. Again, it's the same formula of creating a wrestler or doing the workaround where you create or where you edit a wrestler from the community creations or something like that. And then, because I was able to use the CM Punk that I got from community creations to go through my rise with. And oddly enough, when I did that, CM Punk was still in AEW. So it was like, yeah, that was kind of weird. But anyways, you know, I just wish my rise was different. I wish they would give us a different storyline mode. Still, there's hope for next year. Maybe next year they do Road to WrestleMania. I really want to have a story mode where I'm picking an existing character. That's just what I like to do, man. Like no matter what kind of game it is, like Mortal Kombat, right? The storylines. Not only can you be your favorite character, you can be pretty much they allow you to be everybody because every chapter in those games throughout the storyline mode, it calls for you to be different characters throughout. So you could typically usually be every character in the Mortal Kombat storylines. And I like that. Now for the wrestling games, please just I want to be Seth Rollins. I want to be Cody Rhodes. I want to be Xavier Woods, and do a tag team, and I'm with New Day and whatnot. I want to be able to pick a wrestler and go through a story mode. Is it that hard to ask? Superstar mode is not that good. I wish Superstar mode was better. We're not gonna get into that. But what I wanted to get into was the rival reactions. Now, let's hold on. Let's remove. I'm gonna add an action. Okay, I don't have a lot right here. I think it's based off of the intensity of the rivalry that's happening. But as you can see, all of these cutscenes. Now, there's a ton more cutscenes, but all of these cutscenes have everything to do with the ring area. In order for universe mode to be playable, to have people not get, I mean, look, if you're one of those players that don't get bored of universe mode, all power to you. You are, you are an awesome person. I don't know. You have, I don't even know what words to look for. If you're somebody who really enjoys universe mode and does not get bored of it, all power to you. I wish I was the same way, but I'm not. Universe mode needs I would say so much work, but it really doesn't even need so much work. We just need extra cutscenes that don't involve the ring area. To really build a story, we gotta have backstage cutscenes and a lot of different backstage cutscenes. I could argue as much. I wish I could show a better example. Actually, you know what? I might be able to. But as much cutscenes as they have for regular, like rivalries and whatnot. Hold on, let me go. I'm about to try to load up my. What are we doing here? For as many cutscenes as they give you, we need to be able to have just as many cutscenes for backstage areas. Oh wait, that's super. Oh, I did two superstar modes. I did delete my universe modes. That I knew I did that because I was like, it was too much. It was too much. I wanted to download more stuff and I ran out of space. So I had to delete characters, and that's why I deleted the universe mode, because I had to delete characters. But you know what? Let's go to new. I'm just gonna do this real quick because I wanna. We'll do classic. All right. I'm just gonna go into today's show. Edit matches. Now I want to see. All right. Duh, 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 duh. Oh wait, no. Rivalry action. Free mode on. Okay, so I got free mode on. Actually, I probably could have did this with the other thing. I forgot about that. All right. So again, oh wait, whoa. So I think there's even still more cutscenes than this. But all right, so here we go. You see all of these different cutscenes. It's all about the match, post match, pre match, all of these different things. But it's all now. These cutscenes aren't bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad to have these cutscenes. But after a while, when you're going through, like, look, it's this. Everything is involved in the ring area. When you just do this over and over and over and over and over again, they start to get extremely repetitive. If you're controlling multiple rivalries, which is what I like to do, I try to control all of the rivalries I set up. Whether one month it might be 3 rivalries I'm focusing on. Sometimes it might be 2. Sometimes it might be all 4 that I'm focusing on. And I won't do any of the other matches unless there's a rivalry action involved. So you have all of this stuff that has to do with pre-match, post-match, mid-match, all of this type of stuff, right? Cheap shot, disrespect, distraction, reversal, sportsmanship, teamwork. You know what I mean? Like, look, we need cutscenes for locker room ambush, locker room face off. I don't know. Promo ambush, promo face off, promo going back and forth. Where do you want this promo to take place? It takes place backstage. It takes place in the ring. Those are the type of ring area stuff that I would like to see more of, is cutscenes for promos. You don't have to add promos back into the game the way that they were before, because they were pretty bad. The only thing that was good about them was that they added more options for other stuff, because wrestling fans like to create stories. Not only do we like to create stories, we also like to see good stories in video games. Road to WrestleMania, season mode. Like, we also like to see that too. But if you're going to give us the option to build and create our own stories, we need those options. We desperately need those options, man, because if not, universe mode is going to be something yet again that I really won't be playing as much. Now, by the time this video comes out, maybe we get more information on what it's going to have. That's a very strong possibility. But we need those type of cutscenes. We need backstage stuff. We need to be able to have, parking lot situations, parking lot brawls. And maybe after the cutscene for a parking lot brawl, you can actually turn it into a fight where you start controlling the game and it's not just a cutscene. We need segments where a wrestler is going to talk to one of the GMs or going to talk to Triple H in his office, and you actually see it happening. It doesn't need to be voiceover, but have the commentators talk while this stuff is happening. We don't necessarily need voiceovers or anything like that. We have our own imagination about what's going on, about what's being said. That's all we need. But we definitely need these cutscenes because it builds more and it adds more. Because then you know what it does? It makes it to where you might have a rivalry that's going on your show where you're fine with all the rivalry actions taking place in the ring area. But then you'll have another rivalry that's going on your show, and it'll be a good mix between the two. One week will be a promo, and then the next week will be he attacked such and such on his way into the arena or blah blah blah, and then during a match he interfered. So you see what I'm saying? Like, from week to week to week, you get more to play with rather than I'm going to have him attack him, I'm going to have him save him, I'm going to have him disrespect him after the match, I'm going to have him shake hands with him before the match, I'm gonna have him reach his hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll get more of a variety, and you'll actually be able to have real segments on your universe mode, and not just a quick cutscene in the beginning or after or in the middle, or sometimes both. There are some cutscenes that play out twice. There's a situation that happens before the match, and there's a situation that happens after the match. But we definitely need the option for more stuff. I would even like a cutscene like this. Somebody at the maybe in the middle of the match or after a match, you look up at the Titantron and you'll see the other person that's in the rivalry talking smack to your character in the ring, and then your character leaves the ring and runs up the ramp or entranceway to go backstage. And that's it. That's the cutscene. I would love stuff like that. We need more variety to be able to create story. That's been the biggest issue for me when it comes to universe mode. Another thing that needs to be fixed when it comes to universe mode is when I pick these rivalry actions, I want to be able to pick who's going to fight in the match. Don't have the game pick for me. I want to be able to select, because when is everybody that knows that plays this game knows that if you choose a rivalry option, and the rivalry is during this one-on-one match, such and such comes in and interferes, well, that person that they match you up with, you have no choice. You have a choice if it's not a rivalry match, but once you have a rivalry match, you no longer have the choice to pick who you want to fight. They gotta allow us to be able to pick who we want to fight. And let me see, like, cause that was a big issue, for 2K23's universe mode. Let me see. I mean, this is a little nitpicky, but I wish that the cutscenes would at least also last a little bit longer. Some of the cutscenes are extremely short. If they're gonna be short, at least make them be really effective. I don't know. Uh, let's see. I'm trying to think. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, overall, I want you, because universe mode is always promising. It's a mode that I play all the time, but I don't play it as much as I think people think I play it. It's a mode that, like, I want to give you a shot, but you just don't satisfy me for long enough to be able to play the mode for long, extended periods of time. I usually end up, what I honestly do in 2K is what you guys have seen on my channel throughout the years. Anybody who's been here with me for a long time, when you just see those random matches, that's typically how I start to play 2K. I just either recreate matches that have happened in real life, or I just randomly put together matches that I want to see, and then I play them. That's it. But I would love to kind of dive deep into a game mode, like, with NBA 2K. When I used to play that, I played the association mode. I just picked whatever NBA team I felt like picking, and I would go through a season mode, and I would be able to go through an entire season up into the playoffs, and if I made the championship. Same thing with when the years I would play Madden. I would actually with Madden, I would do several seasons at times. Like I remember one time, I think I picked Denver is not even my favorite team. And I picked Denver, and I did like 4 seasons with the Broncos. I won 3 championships out of 4 with the Broncos. But I actually got to really dive deep into that one game mode. That's what I want from 2K this year. So far, everything is looking great. The game is right now good enough to get, even if universe mode is still a dud, because universe mode for me has always been a dud. Um, what made universe mode fun to play on my channel for that little bit of that I was doing that was because I was using the old school wrestlers. I was doing the 80s era and I was doing the new generation era. And that really is what made it fun. It wasn't so much that the game mode itself was fun. It was fun kind of almost having that time machine and going back in time to relive moments, but I was doing my own thing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like that part of it was fun, but the other part of it, not so fun. It just wasn't, I couldn't do it, man. Um, that's why I said it before in the video. That's why I feel one of the best ways for people like me, I can't speak for everybody, but for people like me, one of the best routes to take universe mode, instead of choosing cutscenes and actions, let us set up everything how we set it up. Let's set up the rivalries. Let's set up what shows, all of that stuff. But instead of choosing rivalry actions, choose storylines for every rival that you set up. For every rivalry that you set up, you get to choose a storyline, and it'll be called something, right? Backstabber or create stable. And so from there, you kind of see 2K's story play out. It's like they actually build a story and you see it play out, something like that. But if that's not going to be the case, if we're still not going to have a season mode, if we're still not going to have a mode that allows us to, by default, be able to pick a wrestler that's in the game and go through some type of story mode, if we're still not going to have that, the least they can do is start adding cutscenes that involve the backstage area, like a lot of cutscenes that involve the backstage area. Again, I want to be able to do parking lot situations. If you want to have your rival run over, they've done that plenty of times in WWE. It doesn't have to be anything graphic. It does not have to be anything graphic, but have it where, somebody runs and hits somebody with a car, or tries to hit somebody with a car. And then it's like, oh, the big mystery of who tried to do that. Something like that. Have it to be, have a cut scene where one of the rivals are waiting for somebody to arrive and they start beating them up. You can have locker room cut scenes, going to talk to the GM cut scenes, going to talk to Triple H cut scenes, promos in the back where they're in, where they got the whatever show they're on. They got that logo behind them on that screen, and they got one of the interviewers interviewing them. I want a cut scene like that. I want cut scenes in the ring. And will this be a cut scene where that person just gets to talk and nobody interrupts? Is somebody going to interrupt and it turns into a match? Is somebody going to interrupt and it turn into a brawl where they have to be separated? Is somebody going to interrupt, say their piece, and then walk out, and then the promo's over? Like, we need stuff like that. It helps build story. Again, it leaves you with options. It leaves you with options, man. And that's what we need. Not just the same old, same old. Do you want to smack him before the match? And then at the end, is he going to attack? Is he going to, leave the ring and come back and start beating you up and pick up a chair and all that? That stuff is cool and it can stay. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with those cutscenes, right? But we just need more. We just want to be able to create a show. We want to be able to create a show. And what better way to let universe mode have some longevity and have us be able to do that, right? Listen, man, at this point, the sky is the limit. They pulled off something that I didn't think that they would do. This is the first time since 2K15, because I was actually really excited for 2K15 because when I saw what NBA 2K14 looked like, I was like, oh, because I had my PS4 and everything. I was like, man, if NBA 2K looked like this, can't wait to see what WWE 2K looked like. And then they showed us in WWE 2K for the PS4 and Xbox One, amazing. But then then you played the game and it was like, oh. And outside of the Stone Cold one, 2K16, outside of that, I've never truly been this excited for 2K. 2K has just always been a game that I knew I was gonna get because I'm a wrestling fan, right? That was it. It was my wrestling fandom was what always drew me to get 2K. And the fact that I loved playing wrestling video games. And it was the best one that we had. You know what I mean? It was the best one that we had. It was really the only choice that we, depending on who you are, it was the only choice that we had. Again, I brought up Fire Pro Wrestling. Fire Pro Wrestling is not a bad game, but at the same time, it's still not my cup of tea. Two things can be true. It's not my vibe, but the game is good. It's just not my vibe. But this year, adding 4 match types when they normally only add 1, adding different backstage environments, an elevator that you can go up and down, pop machines where you can throw pop cans at wrestlers. You can throw weapons. They added 6 payback moves, all of this stuff. In 1 year, 2K's never done this, ever. Even on their so-called good years like 2K19, they never added all of this at once. We always get those 1 or 2 things that are really big, and then we get tweaks here and there. So yeah, I'm excited. I didn't think that I would be here. If you would have told me just a couple weeks ago that I would be here making these videos about 2K again and saying that I'm going to be playing it on my channel again, I would have been like, no, absolutely not. I was ready to not get this game. You guys heard me in previous videos. I kept saying, as of right now, I'm not getting WWE 2K24. I kept saying it. But damn, everything that they have ready and planned, I shouldn't even say planned. It's happening. Everything that we have learned that is going to be in this game, man, look. This went from being a game that it was an absolute no to now it's one of my most anticipated games. That is crazy. That is crazy. And then they got the 40 years of WrestleMania. I know it's only 21 matches, but I think they had an uphill battle. Chris Jericho's not with the company. Edge is not with the company. Big Show's not with the company. You got all of these people that are now over in AEW that you can't utilize that were a part of great WrestleMania moments. So I can't even be mad at 2K. But I am excited about what WrestleMania matches they're gonna be. They already said, like, we're already getting the classic WrestleMania 10 match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. We already know we're getting some classic matches. And I'm excited. That alone excites me. I love, man, look, anybody who knows me personally, man, I reminisce a lot. Sometimes it might be a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. But I reminisce a lot. Now, I always reminisce on good times. But I like going down memory lane. And what better way to have me go down memory lane is to play 40 years of WrestleMania. That's why I want to do this for you guys on the channel. I really do. So, like, when I'm playing it, it might not be me talking as much. I might do an intro. I'm going to try to do it to where I cut out. I don't like that slingshot technology only because it was cool when they were able to animate it. The slingshot technology isn't terrible. I don't hate it. Like you hear a lot of people online saying that they don't like it. I don't like it because it makes it harder to upload. So, because copyright strikes. And then it was cool to see them actually animate everything, and it was gameplay that you were seeing relive those moments. But I understand if it's quicker for them to do it that way, it is what it is. Just as long as I get to replay the matches, that's all that matters. And it looks like we're at least going to get intros now. It doesn't look like the match is just going to start. From what that trailer showed, it looks like the 40 years of WrestleMania, it looks like those matches are going to have the intros. Because they show Hogan walk into the ring, they show Stone Cold walk into the ring, and then they show clips of them in their match at that WrestleMania. So who knows? Who knows? I hope at least. Because I think 2K19 was when they first started cutting out intros for Showcase and everything, like the Daniel Bryan one, everything, it was just bell ring already in the ring. I was like, nah, don't do that. Like, don't do that. I want intros. I want the ring entrances. So yeah. I mean, look, guys, I'm excited. You know, this video is just about some things that like concerns, about universe mode, because universe mode has so much potential. I get why people like it. I honestly do, because as a wrestling fan, how many times do we say, like back when Vince was running the company, or even now with Triple H, we say, I would have did something different. Universe mode gives you that opportunity to do that thing different that you wanted to do different, right? It gives you that thing. Like, some people wanted Cody Rhodes to win at WrestleMania 39. So guess what? People did that in their universe mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives you that option, right? But I mean, I think that's all that I have to say. You guys can let me know what you feel in the comment section. Again, if you're new to this channel, I mean, look, this is mainly like, it's an action figure channel, first. And then I do the game thing on the side. I have a lot of gameplay on my channel. Don't get it twisted. A lot of that gameplay came from, I went through a stage in my life where I just wasn't interested in doing figure reviews. And the people, my friends that do action figure reviews, they're so good at it. And I kind of let that get in my head a little bit, not in a bad way, but it was like, damn, man, if I'm not doing this video as good as such and such, I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't do them. And then all of a sudden I was just like, nah, you know what? It is what it is. And then I actually got even more comfortable doing the action figure. Some of you could probably already tell, like if you watch a lot of my older video action figure reviews and watch the newer stuff, I'm kind of letting loose more. I'm more energetic. So, stuff like that. But again, if you're new to this channel, it is some action figure stuff. It's mainly wrestling action figure stuff. That's mainly all I collect, that and some McFarlane DC stuff. I have a big collection of a lot of different things, but that's just mainly what I'm focusing on right now. However, if things pan out the way that I want them to pan out, I will put WWE 2K24 gameplay on this channel because I'm that excited about the game. And actually, I will also do this. If I don't end up liking universe mode and there's other modes that I'm just not gonna just feel like putting up on the channel, I will put my random matches on there and talk with you guys. They won't just be gameplay without nothing. We'll have a topic like I did before, and we'll do it. Like, it is what it is. We'll do it. I'll upload the gameplay and all of that, man. We can talk wrestling, all of that type of stuff. I didn't know we would be here. I didn't know we would be here at all, man. But I know I've gone on a long time, man. If y'all have lasted through all of this talking, I appreciate you. As always, man, let me know what you feel in the comment sections. This is your boy Soul Drum 86, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.